Center is ready. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's now welcome to the stage CEO and co-founder of BUYO Bioplastics Company Limited, Hando. 皆様拍手お願いします。Okay, whenever you're ready.
Konnichiwa, I'm Hando, co-founder and CEO of BUYO. We all know how a plastic bottle looks like, but do you know the story behind it? Every day we throw out to the environment 1.5 billion plastic bottles, and only 10% of this can be recycled. 90% of them will stay in the environment for 500 years. Each bottle contains 240,000 nanoplastics with over 100 harmful chemicals. These forever chemicals are linked to many health issues like infertility, hormone disruption, or even cancers. Governments around the world have recognized the seriousness of plastic crisis and are coming up with bans of single-use plastics. Most major corporations are also phasing out plastics from their supply chains. Both the macro policy and the corporate ESG agenda are creating a strong market driver for alternative materials to replace plastics. This is a multi-billion-dollar market. BUYO is a pioneering deep tech company with our technology to convert bio-waste from food and beverage industry into a bio-based and biodegradable material to replace plastics. We own 2 patented technologies. Our biofermentation technology uses nutrition from bio-waste to grow bacteria, and from there creating a new biomaterial for applications in the medical, cosmetic, and textile sectors. Our material engineering technology compounds bio-waste with other biopolymers to create a biocomposite for applications in packaging. Our material is suitable for various product applications, including consumer goods, for example, cutlery, tableware, wrapping film, shopping bags, industrial applications like cake cap, pallets, automobile components, and applications in the medical, cosmetic, and textile sectors. Our material has many compelling advantages versus other biomaterials. First, it's made from bio-waste, not from chemicals nor starch. So we save starch for food, and it contains 0 microplastics and safe for health. Second, is fully biodegradable in the natural environment in 1 year instead of 500 years. Third, it generates much lower carbon footprint because we upcycle waste and bring them back into the circular economy. And finally, it's more cost competitive than most other bio alternatives in the market, but offer better technical properties. We have won many international awards and recognitions, including the championship at TechFest Vietnam, one of the biggest tech and innovation contests in Vietnam. We are the first company from Southeast Asia selected into the 100+ accelerator program to work with the world leading companies like AB InBev, Coca-Cola, Colgate-Palmolive, Unilever. We are the top 5 finalists in sustainability at South by Southwest. We are also the top 10 companies selected by the Singaporean government for our waste management technologies, finalists at Sushi Tech Tokyo, and one of the 10 startups selected to showcase our technology at the World Future Energy Summit in Dubai for our climate tech innovation. Our team is comprised of experienced founders and top leading scientists in the areas of biotech and chemical engineering from the top universities, and we are backed by an advisory board of global leaders and academics with dedication to sustainability. We operate a modern manufacturing capacity of 10 tons per month in Vietnam, and we are prepared to scale up by 10 times next year. We have built a firm partnership with multi-billion-dollar companies like AB InBev, Mondelez, Unilever, Ferrero, and others. And we have a distribution network around the world in USA, European, Asian markets to serve a global markets. We have raised close to 800K so far. We are planning to raise the next round of funding by Q3 this year. We are operating a capacity of 10 tons per month with the plan to scale up by 10 times next year. We have 3 patents in pipeline, and we are planning to hit 1 million revenue by the end of this year. Today, we are living in a world of abundance. abundance of material possessions. Together, could we build abundance of care? If you believe that we should do something for our future generations, join us. Arigato.
All right, thank you very much. Now it's time for our Q&A. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, Koichiro-san.
Could you explain about cost comparison between the existing competitors and also the energy comparison between the existing competitors?
Thank you. Our material is comparable in terms of cost to other bio alternatives like paper, wood pulp, sugarcane. It's more competitive than most other bio plastic like PLA. It's only half of the cost of PHA. Of course, it's more expensive than regular plastic, but we offer many compelling advantages. And with the scale, then we can drive down the cost further.
Is the cost of, so you said your current plant does about 10 tons a month. Is there difficulty in sourcing the correct type of organic material to actually make a performant material that you're doing? Is that the biggest hurdle right now? Is it like a pre-processing that needs to happen?
Yeah, thank you for the question. We take all the plant-based bio-waste from industrial sources, which means from the factories. So we don't collect from municipal sources to ensure the quality, the consistency, the volume. And then we do the pre-treatment in our in-house with our in-house process in our factory. And we can work with different types of bio-waste. And we have our own proprietary technology to ensure the consistency of all the feedstock when it comes into the compounding process.
Okay, do you have any other questions? Okay, Rafi.
Can you quantify the cost, just dovetailing the original thread? Can you quantify the cost difference? And can you quantify the advantage difference? So for a customer, when they're assessing you versus plastics, what criteria are they using to assess the materials? And how do you perform on those criteria versus the standard alternative?
Sure. Let me quantify the advantages first. Then I think it's easier to convince customer about the cost. So let's say talk about technical performance first. Yeah, our material reaching very similar technical performance compared to regular plastics. Its heat resistance is 83 Celsius degree, which is equivalent to regular PP. A barrier to moisture, barrier to heat, barrier to water is equivalent to also regular plastics, and it has a much better performance compared to starch-based material. For example, starch-based material, it can easily get soaked or get wet at the temperature of 45 degrees or 80% humidity or above. Our material just stay intact, the same as the regular plastic, but it generates much lower carbon footprint. Right now, we are working with a third-party independent lab in Germany to quantify the carbon footprint saving, but we are confident that it's much lower than regular plastic because we upcycle the waste, which would otherwise be discarded to the environment and emit carbon. The third one is regular plastic takes 500 to 1,000 years to degrade. Our material can be fully biodegradable in 1 year, and it's in the natural environment at 25 degrees. So it's different from PLA, which takes like more than 3 to 4 months at 60 degrees or above to decompose in an industrial composting facility. So coming back to the cost, you imagine the cost of PLA, for example, is 3 to 3.5 US dollar per kg. PHA is between 7 to 8 US dollar per kg. Our material is around 3 or lower, depending on also the technical requirements of the end use cases and customers.
Okay, so that's the time. Any other questions? Okay.
Currently, you have Alien Lab and another customer, and they are using this for keg caps and cutlery sets, not plastic bottles. What's the reason?
The plastic bottle, we want to start with the water bottle first. For example, we are working with Danone to develop bottles for them because water is not a pressurized drink. So it's easier to start with that. Beer is a very special beverage. It's a pressurized drink, and we need to preserve the taste and the flavor of the drink. We need to make sure that oxygen doesn't come in and the carbon dioxide doesn't go out. So it takes more like technical ladder to move to that.
The texture of your material is convenient for like water bottles. It's flexible and
Yeah. We can do blow molding for borders. Yeah.
So that's some time. Any other questions? Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Thank you.
Hando from BUYO Bioplastics Company Limited. Thank you. ありがとうございました。